I still remember walking into my basement last spring, hit by a suffocating musty stench. Precious family photo albums stored in cardboard boxes were completely ruined by dampness and mold. Desperate, I bought a random dehumidifier online, only to end up with a machine sounding like a jet engine that barely collected a cup of water. Choosing the right one is a nightmare of confusing specs and misleading marketing. Today, I am breaking down the 5 best 50-pint dehumidifiers to save your home and sanity. You'll definitely want to stick around for our number 1 pick, because it completely reinvents what a dehumidifier even looks like. 5. Britsou 50 Pints Dehumidifier. When I first unboxed this unit, I was immediately drawn to its sleek and modern exterior, which easily blends into most contemporary living spaces without looking like a piece of industrial equipment. It is advertised to cover medium to large spaces, and the digital control panel is positioned conveniently on top, allowing for easy access to the humidity settings. I set it up in a moderately damp laundry room to see how quickly it could bring the humidity down from a sticky 70% to a much more comfortable 45%. In terms of actual moisture extraction, the Britsou does manage to pull water from the air relatively well, and the initial setup process was incredibly straightforward. You just plug it in, set your desired humidity level, and let the machine do its job. The casters on the bottom are smooth enough to roll the unit from the laundry room to the hallway without much effort. I appreciated the inclusion of a 24-hour timer, which allowed me to run it during off-peak electricity hours to save a little bit of money. However, spending an extended amount of time with the Britsou reveals some glaring issues that are hard to ignore. As soon as the compressor kicks on, you are greeted by a surprisingly aggressive vibration and a rattling noise that makes it completely unsuitable for a bedroom or a living room where you might be trying to watch television. The plastic housing feels somewhat flimsy compared to higher-end models, and the vibrations seem to echo throughout the unit's chassis, which became incredibly annoying after just a few days of testing. 4. TCL 4500 square foot Smart Dehumidifier. TCL is a massive brand known for affordable electronics, and they have brought their tech-savvy approach to this unit by incorporating smart home capabilities. The promise of being able to control your basement's humidity from your office using your smartphone is a massive selling point. During my initial testing, the modern aesthetic and the clear digital display made a great first impression, and it certainly looks like a premium appliance sitting in the corner of a room. When it comes to raw performance, this machine pushes a high volume of air and can aggressively tackle elevated humidity levels. I placed this in a large, open-concept basement, and within a few hours, the air felt noticeably lighter and less oppressive. The integration with voice assistants like Alexa and Google Assistant is a nice touch, theoretically allowing you to shout a command to turn the machine off when you are walking down the stairs with a heavy load of laundry. Unfortunately, the smart features are where the honeymoon phase quickly ended during my rigorous testing period. The companion smartphone app is incredibly buggy, frequently disconnecting from the home Wi-Fi network and requiring frustrating, repetitive pairing processes. You might find yourself relying solely on the physical buttons anyway because the app is just too unreliable. Moreover, the manufacturer's claim of effectively covering 4,500 square feet feels like a massive exaggeration in my real-world tests. It struggled to maintain uniform humidity in a space even half that size unless doors were closed and air circulation was perfect. Another significant drawback is the overall noise profile and the accuracy of the built-in humidistat. The fan, even on its lowest setting, produces a high-pitched whine that pierces through walls, making it highly disruptive if you are trying to work or sleep nearby. 3. DuraComfort 50 Pints Dehumidifier. The standout feature of this particular model is the built-in heavy-duty pump, which completely eliminates the tedious chore of manually emptying a heavy water bucket. When I set this up in a deep, subterranean basement with no floor drain, the pump feature was an absolute lifesaver. You simply attach the included hose, run it up into a sink or out a window, and the machine powerfully pushes the collected water upward and out of your life forever. Testing the DuraComfort was a genuinely pleasant experience because it operates with a smooth, consistent efficiency that you want from a household appliance. The compressor engages quietly, and the fan distributes the dry air evenly without creating a massive wind tunnel effect in the room. I was particularly impressed by the automatic defrost feature, which ensures the internal coils do not freeze over when operating in colder basement environments, a common issue that plagues lesser models during the winter months. The build quality on the DuraComfort feels incredibly sturdy, utilizing dense plastics and a well-engineered internal layout that minimizes any rattling. The control interface is intuitive, featuring large, responsive buttons and a bright LED screen that is easy to read from across the room. It also includes an auto restart function, which I found incredibly useful during my testing when a brief power outage hit. The unit booted right back up with my previous settings intact, ensuring the basement didn't get damp while I was away. Portability is another area where the DuraComfort shines brightly. Despite its heavy-duty internal components, the recessed handles are ergonomically designed and the multi-directional wheels glide effortlessly over both hard floors and low-pile carpets. 2. BLACK+DECKER BDT50P WTB 50 Pint Dehumidifier. Whenever you see the Black & Decker logo, you expect a certain level of rugged dependability, and this machine absolutely delivers on that legacy. Unboxing this unit, you immediately notice its substantial, robust construction. It is clearly built to withstand years of continuous use in harsh environments like unfinished basements, massive garages, or commercial storage spaces. I threw the toughest, most humid conditions I could find at this machine, and it didn't even break a sweat. The moisture extraction capability of this Black & Decker unit is nothing short of phenomenal. During my testing, it took a severely damp room that felt like a tropical rainforest and turned it into a crisp, dry environment in record time. The sheer power of its internal compressor means it can pull 50 pints of moisture from the air with incredible efficiency. What amazed me most was that despite this aggressive performance, the acoustic engineering keeps the operating noise to a low, steady hum that easily blends into the background. I really appreciate the user-centric design choices that Black & Decker implemented here. The top-mounted electronic control panel is perhaps the most straightforward and user-friendly interface on this entire list. It features a prominent clean filter indicator, which takes the guesswork out of maintenance and ensures the machine is always running at peak efficiency. The water bucket is generously sized, smoothly slides out without snagging, and features a very secure carry handle so you won't spill water all over your floor while transporting it to the sink. Furthermore, this model utilizes eco-friendly refrigerants, which has a much lower environmental impact while actually increasing energy efficiency. I noticed a surprisingly minimal impact on my electricity bill even after running this unit continuously for weeks. The peace of mind that comes with this level of consistent, set it and forget it performance is invaluable. 1. Midea Cube 50 Pint Dehumidifier. If you are tired of the same old bulky, ugly white boxes taking up space in your home, the Midea Cube is going to absolutely blow your mind. This machine features an ingenious, expandable design where the main operating unit actually nests inside its own water bucket. During testing, I was stunned by this form factor. When you need it, you lift the top portion up and lock it into place, instantly creating a machine with up to 3 times the water capacity of a traditional dehumidifier. That massive water capacity is the absolute game changer here. With a bucket this large, the days of running to the sink multiple times a day are officially over. I let this unit run on its maximum setting in a highly humid space, and it operated for days before finally needing to be emptied. And when winter comes and the air dries out, you simply nest the top unit back into the bucket, cutting its size in half for incredibly compact, easy storage in a closet or under a desk. The Midea Cube isn't just a physical marvel, its smart capabilities actually work flawlessly, unlike some competitors on the market. The companion app paired instantly to my network on the very first try. I was able to monitor water levels in real time, adjust humidity targets, and set complex schedules directly from my phone while away from home. The unit also features an innovative predictive algorithm that learns your environment and adjusts its compressor cycles to save a massive amount of energy, making it incredibly cost-effective to operate over the long term. In terms of pure extraction power, the Midea Cube dominates. It pulls moisture from the air with a silent, ruthless efficiency that left every other model in the dust. The multi-directional air intake creates a vortex effect that draws in damp air from every corner of the room, eliminating dead zones entirely. Outro. That's all for today, folks.